Almost dragged that pivot foot. Brings it up for Brooklyn. Simmons kicks it out. Royce O'Neal knocks down his first 3 attempts.
There's a lot of, as we see a defensive breakdown. Steve Kerr is not going to be happy about that.
Not happy at all. It's a quick 8 points for Royce O'Neal. Jacques Vaughn called him the ultimate teammate. Early on, he's been more like the ultimate scorer here for Brooklyn.
Ben's got to be aggressive right here.
Simmons. And that is the kind of force that Jacques Vaughn talked to us about. Curry versus Curry for the 13th time in their NBA careers, not to mention a playoff series. O'Neal has had the hot hand here early. I had to vote, and I went Mitchell and Halliburton.
Hold on, you got to vote?
I have a vote.
How do you?
January, where he's had an MCL injury. Last year was kind of a disaster for the Brooklyn Nets, and one of the reasons, January, where he's had an MCL injury. Last year was kind of a disaster for the Brooklyn Nets, and one of the reasons.
And Kuminga is somebody I think could be very important to this rotation if he understands where to be offensively and defensively. As we see him right there, a straight line blow by. That's something that Steve Kerr is not going to like.
Royce O'Neal's had the hot hand early on. 11 quick points. Turnover by the Nets. Ty Jerome, who was great on Friday night. That short-handed unit. 6-point lead for Golden State. Joe Harris cuts into it. 3-point range. Irving to Simmons. And flips it up and in. That's a good sign for the Nets. Simmons has scored in single digits 8 of his last 9 games. They don't need tons of points from Ben Simmons.
They don't need a lot of points. They just need him to be aggressive and take the right shots, and that's what he's doing right now in this first half.
Simmons back to the younger Curry. Bounces into a mid-range.
Okay. Wiggins really making Kyrie work on that possession right there, not giving him any airspace, challenging every single dribble.
Wiggins to his left over Simmons, who got a piece of it, but stepped out of bounds.
A lot of people were talking about when this team wasn't winning games. What's missing from this team? Well, their best two-way defender was missing at the time.
He returned January 7th after missing 15 straight games with a strained right adductor muscle. And here's Harris stroking a 3. And there he is, inside to Simmons. Can't finish. There's the value of Ben Simmons, who contested that Draymond Green attempt at the rim, lobs it up to Claxton, and you see what Ben Simmons can do even when he's not scoring.
Wiggins thought he got fouled, but it just ended up looking like another bad possession.
Simmons out to Irving. The 147th player in NBA history to reach 15,000 points. Harris puts it on the deck inside. Back out to Harris. And to Simmons for the reverse. Easy bucket for Ben Simmons. 9 straight points now for Brooklyn.
This is where Simmons got to take advantage in transition.
Transition 3 for Kyrie Irving. Perfect. Flexing his right hand. We'll see if it affects his shooting touch off the back rim. Still trying to shake off whatever happened to him with that collision with Poole. Simmons handles it. Spins on Thompson, steps through to the right hand, no good. Ty Jerome back in to Looney. Can't finish the play.
Like I said it early in the broadcast, and I'll say it again. A lot of people want to talk about all the things that Ben Simmons is not. Well, you're a hater.
Because he's at the line. I just reported
You're a hater,
back to
man.
you.
I just gave you that nice soliloquy about how he's doing other things outside of scoring.
Soliloquy.
Yeah.
Here come the Nets. They've dominated this third quarter. Harris is off on the 3. If you're just with us, perhaps watching the 49er win. And it's the 12th make of the night for the Dubs. Simmons to the corner for Harris. One of the best corner threes shooters in the NBA. The guys who did not start this game, Steph is the only starter with a plus next to his name. Here's Simmons working on Wiggins.